Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today, guys, here we are to continue my AFL 23 rebuilding series. In this day's rebuild, we're going to be attempting to rebuild Collingwood AFL 23, and of course, we all know how the rebuild series runs now. Whether you've been watching the AFL Evolution 2 ones or these AFL 23 ones, they all run in a very similar manner. And we kick off our first pre-season game with a very nice, solid hit out against Geelong, and we're playing them again in round 1. So a quick turnaround and probably should mean a win for Collingwood. Oh no, it goes drastically the other way this time. But look, we are trying to transform this almighty list into a very strong list and trying to win the flag, because I think it was the Geelong rebuild we lose that game by. I think it was the Geelong rebuild which we got to the grand final and lost. And I know in the Essendon rebuild as well, not that I want to spoil anything, but we got to the prelims. So again, do want to try and get through that grand final. And hopefully try and win it. And this is probably the list which we'll be able to do it with anyway. But anyway, though, nice win, solid win there over Brisbane. We've had each start here, lost our first two, won our next two. The Saints, who started off very strongly, winning their first three, lost their last one, and get back on the winners list there. An Anzac Day game, always fire up against the Essendon Football Club, who are in 17th. So both these two sides need a lift, and Essendon get it this time by 32 points. We are playing the Crows now, Sunday Arvo, at the Adelaide Oval, so back to South Australia again after gather rounds. We are now playing the Sydney Swans at the MCG as well, another Sunday Channel 7 game, and unfortunately enough go down by 6 in a thriller. But with this good list and all that, we haven't started off very well. Now we get the win against the Giants, another Sunday Channel 7 afternoon game, this time up against Carlton. We lose to them. Now playing North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium. Like to get the win here, ideally. This should be huge when we get the win. So we're doing well now. It's the mid-season rookie draft. We're in 13th. Are we going to be taking part? Wow, very small draft, 5 picks, and that is it. We are now going over to Perth to take on West Coast. Get the job done there by 18. Now playing the Demons. This time it's a Monday Channel 7 game. Huge clash this one. We lose by 6. So we did take it up to one of the best teams in the competition. Now we're back at it again, playing Adelaide. And we're only a game outside the top 8 at the moment. Only a game outside like 6th or something. Or 7th or something like that. And well, we get the huge win there. So that is a huge percentage booster. We're not too far out of the top 8 now. Got the Suns at Heritage Bank Stadium Saturday twilight. Can we get the win here? We get absolutely smashed. Now to Friday night, got the Dogs who are in 17th. Wow. Two good sides going head to head. And we lose that time. So now our season is looking in absolute shambles as we're in the bottom 4. We absolutely need the win here against another bottom 4. Well, another bottom 4 opponent is in Freo, and every win now they're getting, every win other teams are getting is giving them a lift, and every loss we're facing is not good. And we're now got a huge clash against the 10th place Port, and we need to win this on the Saturday night, and we get the job done by 8. There we go. Now we're playing Carlton Friday night. Is this all we need to find our groove? Carlton are the second best team in the competition. They're in 2nd at the moment, and we get the 2-point win. We're coming for finals. We've got the Hawks who are in 15th, who just a couple of weeks ago were in finals contention. Now they're in 14th. But we've won our last 2. Make that our last 3. We are on the surge for September. So a win here, and we could go high if there's a win here. It's a Friday night. Its stakes are high. It's against Geelong. We lose. So we need a win now. We've got the Lions, and we've got the Bombers in round 24. We don't want it all having to come down to that game. It doesn't. 69 points in the end. That is a huge win against Brisbane. Here we go. This is what it all comes down to. This is for a spot in the finals. A spot in the finals is on the line here. A Saturday night clash up against the Bombers. The winner gets a final spot. The loser won't. It is that simple. The winner will get a spot in the finals. Wait, have Gold Coast played? We'll have a look. Have Gold Coast played? Have Gold Coast played? It might all be done. Gold Coast have played. They have won. Is there even a spot in the finals on the line? There is. There is. We need percentage though. So we need to win this game by a whole heap. And we lose it anyway. So we're not making finals this year, unfortunately. And Essendon didn't either, because of Adelaide's way better percentage got them in. So there's the season done and dusted just like that. 12th. just disappointingly enough there, Sydney win the flag. Disappointingly enough there, we just left our run a little bit too late there for September and just couldn't quite get there in the end. And gee, Sydney with a very dominant win. But anyway, though, now we do turn our attention to this is what the rebuild is. I don't see anybody in Brownlow contention at all from our club. Crisp 15 is the closest one which I've spotted. Adams with the 23 goals in the Coleman and nobody there. So yeah, not a great year. Cameron Comben. Is there anybody from our club that made it? Nah, overall a disappointing year really. 12th spot with a good list. Yeah, but now this is where we get to the good stuff. This is where we get to the good stuff. This is where we get to the good stuff. So team management, we're going to go ahead and do list management, player contract. So Degoe, he's unsigned. He's a huge player. We need to keep him here. We need to keep him here for sure. He wants 731. Alright, we can do that. There we go. We'll give him 733. There we go. Nicely done. Right. Elliott, there's a lot of players out of contract this year. Jamie Elliott is another one of them. Again, he's another really good player to have. He's accepted. Sweet. There we go. So we've got Elliott. Tom Mitchell, he's another really important one. He's a bit more expensive though. He's on big money, by the way. Huge money. 660,000 is what he wants. There we go. We'll give him that. It's accepted the offer. Sweet. Right, Dacos. That's Josh Dacos this time. Again, obviously need him here. 579. 3-year deal. We'll chuck on another year. 2026. He wants 594. I'm not surprised. And I mean, a player of this man's talent, why wouldn't you be asking for a little bit more? He's accepted. Alright. Right, let's see what else have we got. So we've got Josh Dacos. Bianco. Look, he's one on the fringer side, but again, probably one which is definitely willing and worth to keep. Again, he's not asking for too much, so not hard there at all. Alright, so we've done that. We've got Noble now. We'll see if he can spend another year on the Category A list. He might be able to do one more. Okay, so we cannot spend more than 3 years, but again, though, we can just keep this going really easy. Again, he won't accept. He won't want a whole heap of money. Again, there you see, money first, then the years, and look at that. That's just a steal. As soon as they move off the rookie list, they don't demand a lot of money, which is great. Now, Scotty Pendlebury though, he's one which won't demand a lot of money, but obviously deserves a lot of money. And well, no wonder why. 2 more years. Brilliant. So Scotty Pendlebury is signed on. Wilson probably not going to be here. Cameron, obviously, he needs to stay here though. Oh how huge he is. We need him. Reject your offer. He wants 490. Alright, there we go. So, been very close to some contracts. It's always just like a bit of a guessing game with these contracts, how much people might want. And yeah, so Finlay McRae is another really nice mid, another really cheap mid. I think he'll probably want about 230. But yeah, this man is a emerging player, and there is a bit of trade value around him though. There we go. So he's accepted that. So he's here, Finlay McRae, because yeah, he's just accepted that because the auto negotiate does the job for you. We don't want to do Will Kelly, but we do want to do Arlo Draper though. We might be able to do Will Kelly. We'll have a look at that. Might be able to do him. I'm not quite sure though. 115. So again, really cheap stuff here for Arlo Draper. There we go. Sweet. So we've got him here as well. Will Kelly now. He's an interesting one. It'll be probably one of him or Rusco will get through. Side bottom will definitely be getting through, obviously. Of course he's staying. 667 is what he wants. Sure can do. Still side bottom. Alright, he's accepted. Right, now we're going to go to here. Mason Cox. He probably wouldn't be able to get another year on the Category B list, wouldn't he? Yeah, that's what I would have thought. So he's going to move to the primary list, which means he's not going to be after a whole heap. Yeah, as I said, he's not going to be after a whole heap at all. Look at that, like just insane stuff. Carmichael, another one which I'm going to keep. There we go. Carmichael's at the club, a little bit more than what I would have hoped though. Steen, he will not be staying. My check, obviously. Alright, my checks at the club. Johnson, we'll keep him. Category A, can he stay on this list or not? No. He's unhappy. Jeez. Auto negotiate sometimes can kill you, and that's not great. That is not great. There, that auto negotiate, that is not great at all. We'll go how? We'll go. Sometimes it's better to do auto negotiate, but not there. It would have been better just because this is better to quicken things up a little bit, speed up this process. But he's accepted Jeremy House, who's still at the club. Markov, another one which we want to keep. We'll go 336,000. Just another year on the contract. That's all that we need to do. We'll go Hoskin Elliott. We'll just, yeah, again, just letting all negotiate, do a little bit here. Don't need to do all of it. Nathan Murphy, another one, which we want to be keeping. 340, 354 he wants, so easy there. He might want more years. Yeah, it's just that same little comfortable story. Right, now we're going to go Nick Dacos. He's signed on, which is good. Got Cooper Murley, Jack Crisp, Rusco and Kelly. So Crisp is the only one which I really need to sign out of them all, which we've done. Wilson, unless if he can stay on the category B list, I'll give him another year. Unhappy at the club. Alright, well that makes my job extremely easy. Beg. Again, we'll give him another year on the category list if he can. Okay, you cannot spend more than 3 years on the rookie list. Right, there we go. Check your offer. Alright, so we can cut that down, because they always want like that. They always accept the 86,000 a year. There we go, 88,000 a year this time. So that's an absolute steal. Steen won't be here next year. Harvey Harrison, he will be though. Don't know how I missed him. He wants more years. Right, there we go. Contract extension for Harvey Harrison. And now we are going to do Cooper Murley. No, we are definitely going to be doing Trey Rusco though. He is the one which I have decided to keep out of him or Will Kelly. There we go, sweet. And now I'm happy to look at Will Kelly. I'm happy to have a look at him. 2 years, 183,000. That's all right. Alright, well, the auto negotiate does the trick. So now it's just going through who doesn't want to be here, which we've limited this down. So we've got Steen, Oscar Steen. We've got Cooper Murley, and I believe that's it. Oscar Steen, Cooper Murley, and Wilson. That's it. So we're in a really good spot here. Oscar Steen, Cooper Murley, and Wilson. So we're going to go St Kilda. We're going to go Steen, who doesn't have a whole heap of potential either. And I think we'll go Steen for Paris, I reckon. He's one which we could easily chase. 90,000, category B. I don't know if he can spend. He wants. Okay, so he wants to go to the primary list. Well, he can do that here at Collingwood. And he wants more years. So in comes Jack Paris, another really nice cheap one there from St Kilda. So first of all, we'll ask this question, which they won't do it, I doubt. Oh, what a start! I wouldn't have thought that was going to happen due to Steen's potential compared to Paris's potential, and Steen's current rating to his current rating. That is a very good steal right there. That is brilliant. Now I'm trying to keep this list as in shape as possible. I know that we haven't done a lot of trades with Freo this whole series. And Wilson, well, he's going to be going there. Who can we get in return? Oh, Jai Amos. He'd be good, because kicking goals might be the only problem. So I think he would be a really logical one, Jai Amos. So we'll just lock him away for 5 years. We'll first go 130,000. He wants 215. I mean, look, that's fine for a player like this man. We want him. We want him here. So we'll first of all do this, and we'll just ask like this. Let's have a look. quickly decline yet. So now it's just going to be up to us. We'll give them pick 7. Or I don't really want to give up pick 7 though. We'll give them pick 30 and 50 in return for their 66, I reckon. Or what about 48? That might be better actually. Decline your offer after some consideration. What about if we give them pick 50 and a future 3rd, and then we get 48 in return? What about that? Quickly decline. What about if we don't want their 48 at all, and then we get to keep our pick 50 this year? What about that? Don't take long to decline. Alright, well then we'll just have to put in our pick 50. I think that's going to be the thing which decline off after some consideration. Okay, well then let's give them a round 4 pick next year as well, because we don't need that either. Decline off after some consideration. Well, because we're not doing it next year, we can just do a future round 2, and I don't think that'll really matter. After some consideration. Jeez. We'll throw in 104. Because this is the stuff which we don't want, is these back-end picks. They're those annoying ones, those back-end picks which we don't want. So 86 will go, and I'm happy to give him a round 4 future pick for next year. Alright, well then what about a future 3rd? That's it. This is the best that I can do, and they finally accept it. We get Jai Amos in the door. That's really nice. Now, Cooper Murley's the other one, which I think we'll go with Geelong, because, look, we've got, like, yeah, I'm just going to give him to Geelong. I don't think that I really need a reason why, but yeah, it was given to Geelong. Geelong, even they could probably do with a bit of little midfield depth, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is. I skip past him. So he's only got a 69 rating. So the best that we'll probably get in return would be something along the lines of a really, really, really bad player at Geelong, which might want out. But I don't actually see any of that. I don't see any 60 rated players, which means then we probably go to picks. We'll ask this question here. Don't take long to decline. Because then we can give our future, well, we can give stuff which we don't really want this year, like this, and like this. Let's just ask this question. Don't take long to decline. Fairway off the mark. Alright, well, yeah, I do understand that. But we can go future round 4, and then what about our round 5 for 17 and 42? Don't take long to decline. Alright, then we'll take out 42 out of the equation. We'll just do this. Decline after long deliberations. Oh, this is very tough, because I don't know what else I can give. I can go like 68, but that might, I mean, we don't really need a whole heap of talent though. We'll do this then. We'll do future round 4 and then pick 68, I think, after long deliberations. We're getting really close here. We are getting really close. We could do like a future round 1 and then like make things really complicated where we give them out. But I would probably rather say that for another trade. So I think we'll just go 50, 104, round 4 next year. I think that'll have to get the job done, and it does. So very nicely done there. Now we've got a little bit of wiggle room. Want to go for some young talent. Adelaide have a lot of young talent, as we do know, and that is why I'm happy to put my future first rounder on the draft board, because again, obviously we don't carry over the rebuild series for years going on. So we're going to either trade up to this year's draft, which is always something which we could do, or we can look at a player. Now, they've got really good young talent. Braden Cook is one which showed us get a game. So he's one which we could really have a good look at. McCasey's got good potential. But again, Pedlar's another really good one that we could look at. Worrell, he's an underrated player. Newchurch, he's a really good forward. But I think we probably look at Cook, I reckon. I reckon we look at Cook, and then we just kind of, just work out how to get him, regardless if that's giving up picks in this year's draft as well, because he was a high pick. He was a 25. Pick 25, as you guys can see on the screen. So that's where we'll just ask this question first of all. Bang! Didn't even have to work hard. We give up a future first round draft pick for a ready-made player that's ready at senior level. Now, what we could do is we're going to go to another club which does have some really good young talent. And we're going to look at Miller Bergman, I reckon. What's he on? Okay, so not on a whole heap of money. Now, I'm going to try and get this man somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but I think he'd be a really good one to have. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to get him, but we'll work it out. So I've signed him. So it's just now how. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to give up a very good first rounder. So what about pick 17 this year? We get a player for a quality pick, immediately decline. What about 7? Immediately decline. What about 7 and 30? Declining offer after some... Wait, what does that say? Declining offer a little under par. I wish I saved my future first now. We're going to have to go back to players, I reckon. Who can we give up? Who is somebody that doesn't really need to be here? Will Kelly. Immediately decline. They are insulted still. Okay, and then we can just like dangle a bit of a sweetener as pick 30. No, I'm going to try 68. I don't think that'll get us too far though. Yeah, what about 30? 30 and 68. It's a big gap, I know, but yeah, don't take. So the problem that I've got is I've signed him. So I'm almost forced to get him now. I'm going to have to go high. What about if we do 7 and 17 for their pick 3, which means... So what about we go 7, 17, 3, 26. What about we take out 26 and we go 3? Quickly decline. Oh. This is where it gets really hard. I mean, he is a very good player though. We'll try 17. After some considerations, what am I doing? Like, what can I do to help get this deal going? Like, we're gonna have to give up a lot to get him, and I know that he's not gonna be easy to get. But, geez, it might just have to be 30, which is a big gap in this year's draft. Which means I'd really be wanting like 26 back, really. Decline your offer after some consideration. Problem is that I've already got him, so I'm gonna have to change the player, I reckon, because yeah, Will Kelly does not look like he's gonna be able to cut it. So we'll go Dean, Carmichael, Begg, Ryan, Rusco, Joe Richards. He's somebody that could perhaps go into the deal to just make it a little bit better. You're getting 2 for the price of 1. Quickly decline. Alright, now this is where the pick swap can come in. So what if we give up 17? We get there 3 and we give up 7. It is 2 round 1 picks, but it is worth it. Declining off after some consideration. So they're considering it, but the problem is that I don't know what else to do from here because I can't add anything else in. And then the only option is to get rid of pick 3 out of the deal, which means then we'd have to almost do this. So I'll ask 17 first if we're not giving up first round. Oh, there we go. So we gave up a first rounder and 2 players to land Bergman, but if we've spent money, if we've already signed him, we've got to get him. Because otherwise then it's just wasted money. So there we go. I don't think there's anybody else that's out of contract here at this football club, or anybody else that doesn't really need to be here, which I think, yeah, we've done a really good job. We've gotten rid of everybody that doesn't want to be here, and everybody else that wants to be here is here. Now I can see some player transfers here, so there we go. I wonder how I can pick up delisted players. That's the thing, because like something like a Paddy Parnell, or even like a Pryor, Jackson Pryor, or Chincotta, Durden, somebody like that would be great to pick up. So I wonder how I do that. What's this? Okay, so this is a draft pool at the moment. So we got 7. Right, and then we can view the draft pool. What about the rookie draft? We can't do any of that. National draft. That's the national draft. And that's the mid-season drafts, which happened this year. Player transfers, that's where you can look at that. What about the watch list? There's no players in the watch list. Player contracts. Will Kelly. Let's just try this. Okay. I want to know how to pick up a delisted player. So Paddy Parnell, I know got delisted. So let's just try this then. Let's see. Paddy Parnell. Where is he? Here. View player. View player contract. Oh! Can we sign him? Can we actually sign him to the club? Hang on, wait. So have we just picked up a delisted player for the first time? We have. So all we need to do is do that. So let me just go into here, play transfers. Oh my goodness. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. That makes a whole heap of sense. So now if I look at, where is it? Player transfers and people that got delisted. If I go through this list, then I can see who I want. Menzie. Another really good one. Menzie's a good one. Menzie, Sharp even, but we're not going to go, like, we're not going to go huge, but Menzie, he's a good one. Right, and I think that's probably going to be it, but yeah, we'll sign Menzie from Essendon. Restricted free agent, unrestricted free agent. How do I find out the free agent? So that's my question. So we're going to go Menzie. We're going to go search all players. We're going to go filter. We're going to go club. We want free agency. Restricted, unrestricted, delisted. Okay. What about club? Essendon. We want Essendon. Essendon AFL. And now we want Jai Menzie. Where is he going to be? Jai Menzie. There he is. And now, if we view player contract, we offer him up whatever he wants, which might be this, 135,000. He wants 200,000. Alright, we can do that. And now it should be that he's at the football club. Is that correct? Yep, there we go. I've learned something today and I'm very happy with that. There we go. So all of a sudden we just made Jai Menzie, Jai Menzie and Paddy Parnell a Collingwood player in the blink of an eye. Alright, so second season we're ready to go, I reckon. We can have a look at our updated roster now? Can we have a look at that? Tell me where they are. It should. That's the players that have left. Doesn't really matter though. Anyway though, it's time to go next. We have done a lot of good things, and yeah, with the free agency periods closed and all that, but we have gotten 2 players for free essentially, with not a lot of money. So now our attention goes to the draft, where we do have not a great list, not a great draft hand, sorry, but it's better than nothing. We're going to look at the best player, a pressure forward. We're going to go ahead and select them. So we don't have 17. I think we still have 30, do we? No, we don't. We've got 32. Oh, yeah, because that's 30 being pushed back, essentially. 91 to 99. Yep, we'll take him. Right. And now I don't think we have another draft pick for a fairway. So through this middle of the draft, now we're going to take Burkett. Yeah, nobody really better than him to take, so yeah. And you'll see that when we get to the end of this draft, we're going to have a lot of back end. Yep, I can see another one. Campbell will take him. Great. Why do we have to have all this back end and all that? Dyer will take them. Alright, there we go. So complete the draft. Now it is going to be the rookie draft, which we probably won't be taking part in this, I wouldn't be assuming. Yeah, it'd be good to take part in this one time. I just don't know how to simulate draft picks, so we'll try and get there eventually. It's a long draft. Right. Final list lodgement deadline. That is up to list management, of course. Assigned Guernsey numbers. So Bergman, Cowan. So where's Paddy Parnell and all that? Right. End of year, right? Yeah, end of year. Beginning new year. team management, list management, player contracts. Now, I would just like to know where Parnell and that went. So they're not here. Interesting. Interesting. Hold up. Give me a minute. Search players. So, Paddy Parnell, where is he? Because he should be right. He's a West Coast player. Doesn't make any sense how on earth he's a West Coast player when I signed him. Okay, yeah, so I thought I learned something, but I didn't. There's obviously going to have to be a way anyway, though. That doesn't really matter. We're just going to go ahead and just, simulate through the year. But I'm a little bit confused. If you guys know how to do free agency and all that, let me know. I don't know if it's a feature in the game at the moment. Oh, it's a draw. 12-20 each. I don't know if it's a draw. I don't know if it's a thing in the game at the moment. It might not be, but at least we tried. At least we worked. We threw a bit of money. We didn't throw a lot of money. We win our first game of the year, but yeah, interesting. Feel free to let me know if you. Well, let me know if you guys do know how to do that, because yeah, that's weird. Anyway, though. We lose to the Tigers by 9. We've got the Lions now Thursday night, the MCG. Here we go. We lose that one. So, obviously the aim is to be better than the year before. And, well, the moment, we haven't started off great. And, yeah, it'd be disappointing if we couldn't quite be better than the year that we were before. But, yeah. We win over the Hawks by 5. We've got the Cats, who surprisingly are down towards the bottom of the ladder. They've lost their last 3. In Gala round, we destroy them by 72 points. Take that, Cats. Now it is time to play the Bombers in the annual Anzac Day game. We get the win there, so we're getting the wins. We're getting some dubs around here right now. We're playing the Dockers Saturday Twilight in Perth. We win that one. We are coming. Collingwood is storming. We've won 4 on the trot. We're playing Gold Coast Saturday night MCG. And the streak is over. Marvel Stadium now, Saturday Twilight to play the Saints. We lose that one. Now playing the Power Sir Doug Nichols round to finish off the round in the Sunday Twilight. Port Adelaide won their last 4. Now that's their last 5. It's the rookie draft now. How was Sam De Koning in the rookie draft? That's what I want to know. Thursday night prime timer in the West versus the West Coast Eagles. We get the job done there. Now playing the Demons in the Monday King's birthday clash. We win that one, so we're doing really well. Another Thursday night, this time up against the Swans, 7th versus 8th, so looks to be a cracking contest here. Here we go, let's see, what have we got? The win! Sunday Channel 7 game here, playing the Lions at the Gabba. They've won their last 4, we've won our last 3. Nicely done, we've won our last 4 now, playing the Hawks Sunday Twilight at the MCG. Here we go. We lose that one by 25, but we're still in the frame of things at the moment. Now playing the Giants Saturday afternoon. We lose that one. We're falling, we're dropping. We're playing the Cats now, who really, in all honesty, have not had a good year at all. Here we go. Playing the Cats. We win it by 25. We're playing the Eagles now on a Saturday night. Couple more wins and we should be insured to make the finals. This time we're in the finals pack. We're not in just yet, but now we're in the top 4 all of a sudden, so things have gone from good to better. We're playing the Crows Friday night, smash them by 68, get a little bit of percentage in the process. We're playing the Tigers now. This is probably all we need to make finals, and we're not in there just yet. Playing the Swans, round 23 Saturday Twilight. We need to win this game, otherwise if they win there could be a little bit of trouble. We've won, we're in finals this year. There we go, final game, final round of the year. We're playing the Blues, our rivals. Saturday Twilight, we get smashed, doesn't matter, but we don't get that double chance. We would have loved that double chance, it would have been good, but we're in 6th and we're playing the D's in an eliminator. How does that happen? Oh, because, yeah, they haven't quite finished the ladder. There we go. So playing the D's in an eliminator. Saturday night, elimination final. It'd be great to get the win here, and we're through to the semi-finals. Really nice win. Playing the Suns at Heritage Bank Stadium. Another Saturday night clash. They lost last week. Their double chance comes into play, and that is what ends our year. A 15-point loss to the Gold Coast Suns ends our year, And who goes on to win the flag is the big question. It is the Gold Coast Suns. So there it is, a defeat Port Adelaide by 30 points at the MCG. Two non-Victorian sides clashing. We'll have a look at who got the best on ground. It probably would have been David Swallow, I reckon. But anyway, though, that's going to wrap up today's rebuild. The rebuild list goes as following. So West Coast, Western Bulldogs, Geelong and Essendon we've already done. This one was Collingwood at number 5. Next up, we're doing the grand final winners in this season. In this AFL 23 season, Gold Coast, and it's Adelaide, Sydney, St Kilda, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Carlton, Hawthorn, GWS, Fremantle, Brisbane, Richmond and North. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you guys never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Bye everyone. Flame Footy out.